live. Oh, can I start?
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the ACC Multi-Class Championship as part of the Potato Nation Series, live here at Zolder. My name is Stuart Pearson. I'm your commentator for this race. Joining me is my good friend Stephen Mullen in the hot seat with me today.
Good evening, folks. Thanks for having me. And what's your thoughts on today's race, and Stuart?
Yeah, it's definitely great to be back in the commentary box here, commentating on another Potato Nation race series. I'm definitely looking forward to this one because Zolder is definitely a really fun track to race on in this series.
Well, yeah, Zolder is going to be a tricky one for these GT3 and GT4 cars. They'll be sending up the inside of these chicanes, and anything can happen over these curbs. The curbs can spin out and everything. Yeah,
you can tell as we watch this Mercedes going through that chicane. There's definitely a lot of high curbs there. If the driver even touches one of those curbs, they can pretty much kiss their own race goodbye and end up in a gravel trap.
Yeah, and as you can see, there's not much runoff here, so you could easily end up in a barrier and just destroying the race. All right, the Mercedes is pretty good over the curbs, I have to say. On board with Adam Doherty here. This is just a week practice. It's just finishing now, so we'll be going straight into the qualifying now.
Yeah, we're just getting ready now to go to qualifying. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for the qualifying, let's talk a little bit about the track itself. The Zolder circuit has hosted F1 racing up until 1984, and it's 4 kilometers long. Major events that have taken part here both in present day and the past include the FIA European Truck Racing Championship, the DTM, the NASCAR Euro Series, and its brutal 24-hour race hosted every year here.
Yeah, some good events have been happening. Hello.
Quick point here. If you keep the YouTube stream live on your phones, but just mute the chat, mute the audio, you can view everybody's chat messages.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
just for reference. All right, boys. Good luck.
Thanks.
All right, thank you. So let's go over the. Qualifying is about to start now. There's definitely a few people that are watch, including the championship leader in GT3, Alexander Melkin, who's leading in front of Nigel O'Brien by 11 points, with James Merrick. Yeah, and with the young American Jace Merrick, who's only about 6 points behind Nigel O'Brien in third place. Gunther DePaul is leading in fourth with 286 points. Bram Harmson is in fifth with 258, and Ime rounding up in sixth place with 244 points in the championship going into this race at Zolder.
Yeah, and we're just out into the opening laps here and qualifying, and the guys are just taken to the track here, and we can see the GT3 cars are out for the first 10 minutes in this qualifying session, and then in the second 10 minutes the GT4s will be out on track to do their qualifying. So that's how this qualifying session will run.
Exactly.
Yeah. So
and also
up here in a minute who's coming on track, but the race director has just sitting in the pits here with Ryan Ware. Don't know why. There's cars on the track.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't know why we're constantly sitting here in the pits when there's cars out on track now, putting in fast laps. So I mean, we definitely would love to see who's on track now and who's going to set the fastest laps in both GT3 and GT4.
I think Ryan Ware's in a GT4 car, and that's why the camera's stuck on him here. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do here to change this. But no.
Here we go. Now we're on board now with Jace Merrick now in the Audi. He's on for his, I believe this is his first flying lap coming into turn 1.
Yeah, and he's just missed the chicane there, but Jace can fairly make that up again. This young Californian driver is very good now. I've raced with him in a few leagues now, and this man does not make mistakes, so he'll be one of the contenders for today's race.
Yeah, I talked to Jace Merrick myself in the past, and he's definitely a really nice guy, a really nice bloke to talk to. You can definitely enjoy getting a conversation out of him. He's really good to talk to, in my opinion, about motor racing in general.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see now what Gunther can do, and Nigel, if they can give Jace a race here. I don't think we've got some of the other drivers like Evan Kearns is maybe taking this as a drop round. Unfortunately, been good to see him racing, but we've got Ian May here who's very quick as well, and yeah, it should be a good day. Should be a good night.
Yeah, and speaking of Ryan Ware, he's currently leading in the GT4 standings with 409 points. Behind him is, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Herbert Froschkel in second place with 365 points. Chris Willis in third with 286. John McDonald is in fourth in GT4 with 254. And Simrajit Takar is in fifth with 246 points. So it's definitely looking a little bit, the competition in GT3 looks to be a lot more stiffer than in GT4 from my observation.
Yeah, Daniel McGardner in sixth. Unfortunately he can't race tonight. He said he wasn't feeling too well. I haven't heard from Mohammed. Don't know what the crack is there, unfortunately. And if you go down to number 19 there, you can see 0 points.
Stephen Mullen, what are you doing in the championship? I thought you were commentating.
Yes, unfortunately I'm just a backup driver there, so they didn't need me in the hot seat. So
no, they didn't.
I think my talents are better elsewhere. So
yeah,
guys,
like
just wanted to let anyone know who's watching. Guys, you can chat away with us on the YouTube chat channel. Ask us any questions if you have anything you want to know about or hear. Let us know.
And speaking of the YouTube chat channel, I want to give a big, huge shout out to Stephen Kirk, who's leading in 13th place in 84 points. He's posted in the YouTube live stream chat saying hi, Stu and team. So hello to you there, Kirk. It's really good to have you on board watching the live stream again.
Mac Attack.
Yeah, that's his YouTube name, Mac Attack.
Very good, very good. Yeah, welcome on board to everyone watching.
Yeah, and to everyone who's watching the stream, welcome on board. We hope you enjoyed this race as much as we do. So we definitely looking forward to seeing if you enjoy this race as much as we do.
Yeah, so Just Merritt has the pole at the minute, and Nigel Green in second. And there's 5 minutes left to qualifying so far.
Yeah, only 15 minutes in, and Adam Doherty has crossed the line. He's in fourth place now. He's after setting a lap time of 1:25, I believe. Sorry, correction, 1:29. I think that was.
Yeah, 1.9 is a good time around here. Not sure what the temperature is on the track, but it can be quite sore on the tires.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine on a track like Zolder, I imagine the tires are going to be feeling a lot of strain here around Zolder, especially when it's in hot temperatures like here today on the track.
Yeah, Mr. Kirk, he's in the KTM Crossbow. It's a risky car to take now. Not many people drive it. But
no, I mean, it's a shame because I feel like the KTM Expo is definitely a really underrated car in GT racing in general.
Yeah, I think it's very underpowered in this game now. Same with the Giannetta, it's got a really low top speed, but it's a great cornering car. So actually, the Giannetta would probably be a fantastic car to use in this setting.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of corners, lots of technical corners on this track.
Yeah.
So I imagine on a track like so I imagine for cars like Giannettas and KTM Expos, if they're very good in terms of cornering ability, I imagine they will fare very well on a track like Zolder.
Yeah, so the track temp's 26 degrees, so just got information there about that.
Nice, so I can imagine the tires will be cooking on a track like Zolder.
Well, it's a nice sunny day as we can see, and the guys will have their tinted visors on.
You're right there, Stephen. So while this qualifying is ongoing, let's give a big shout out to Potato Nation sponsor today, and that is Referox, designing sim racing cockpits for your average sim racing enthusiast at high grade quality. They're our sponsors for today in Potato Nation. We're hoping that they will also be enjoying this race as much as we are today.
That's great to hear. Yeah. Hard to build a bit of sim racing upgrades, like we all love doing it.
Oh yeah,
yourselves.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you have the money to spend on the high grade sim racing equipment, it's definitely privileged to have your latest and greatest direct drive wheels, or even high grade sim racing cockpits. It's definitely sim racers like all of us will die for.
Yeah, you always want to get the best. And,
Exactly.
but sometimes you just got to make do, you know.
Oh yeah, I suppose. I mean, there's no harm with at least making the best, try and get the most out of the current equipment you have, even if it's the more budget end of the sim racing hobby.
Oh, we've got a new pole.
Oh, and it looks like I believe that's a pole. That's lead. That's after taking the pole position. And if I'm correct, I think Eli Cole. Nigel Bryan there getting the rear end. Yeah, he'll get an end boy as well as getting the rear end of that Honda NSX loose at that chicane.
Nigel O'Brien here just coming through the Gilles Villeneuve chicane here, and he's just coming around now to turn 9.
Yeah, he's coming up here to turn 9, and now he's coming up towards the kink in the hill before arriving at turn 9.
This won't be a good lap after that mod airborne carry on at the clean chicane. As I'm saying, them chicanes can absolutely ruin your race if you don't catch them right.
Yeah, they're definitely very high up there at the chicanes. So they'll be so the drivers will have to mind will definitely have to mind the track limits when they're taking on a track like Zolder here.
Yeah, the BMW will be the car to drive around this track. It can handle the bumps really well. So as can the Bentley, but I don't think anyone's driving the Bentley today.
No, I mean I don't think the Bentley is a popular choice here among the Potato Nation participants here today.
As it's a right-handed drive car, so a lot of the guys from Europe and the USA think it's a bit alien.
Yeah, I think it's probably the odd car out when it comes to what side the driver's seat is on.
What is this?
Yeah, what is this? The car should be on the left-hand side. You're on the wrong side.
Yeah, it can be quite off-putting if you're so used to a left-handed drive car and get into corners. Look,
you're right there.
You know, you should be looking at the apex.
You're right there.
Looks like a car.
You're right there, indeed, Stephen. But here is our pole sitter at the moment, Eli Poe, the Polish man who's currently sitting in 17th in the driver's standings. Purple sector here, yeah. He's oh no, never mind. He's going to the pits.
That's right. It's 10 minutes is up, so the GT4 guys will be getting out now.
Yep. So the GT3 crew have had their qualifying laps. Now we look to see the GT4 group.
So Eli Poe has pole, and Jace is second with Nigel third.
Yep. So there'll be definitely a few people to watch here in the GT4 crowd. And here's one GT4 car coming out now, a red BMW there. I'm not sure who that is exactly. I think that could be Ryan Ware, but I'm not 100% certain.
I think Ryan Ware's leading the GT4 championship at the minute.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, he's
following up.
Yeah, as I said earlier on, he's in the lead of the GT4 standings with 409 points. So we wait now to see. Oh, and here's Patrick Nemovsky just pulling over to the side. So now all the GT3 cars are in the pits. We look to see. Oh, and here's Ryan Ware now in the orange and blue Maserati, just about to begin his final lap.
Yeah, Maserati. It doesn't have ABS, I believe, in the GT4, so it's more of a tricky car to ride, but there is pace in it. A lot of pace in it if you can benefit without hitting that ABS, or obviously lack of ABS.
Yeah, I imagine the Maserati would be more suited to somebody who's a little bit more light-footed, since it doesn't have any ABS whatsoever.
And John McDonald as well in the GT4 car.
Yeah, John McDonald. He's, I believe, John McDonald at the moment. If we go to the GT4 standings, he's currently running in 4th place with 254 points. So there's still all to play for in both the GT3 and the GT4 classes.
There's a lot of points still to be won. There's 2 races off to this left.
Yeah, I believe. Yeah, we're in Zolder today. But then the next race, is after that will be in both Bathurst. with the final race being in Suzuka.
Oh, that Bathurst is going to be one hell of a race. Can you imagine GT3 cars trying to pass GT4 cars in the mountain?
Oh yeah, as if the Bathurst 12 Hours series hasn't had enough of that already.
Oh, I know where I'd rather be. Sitting nice in a comfy chair doing commentary.
Yeah, just like what I'm doing right now. But here we are on board now with Simmer Car at the back of the field in the GT4 class. He's about to begin his flying lap, or is on his flying lap. Sorry about that. But if we take a look to the standings here, Simmer Car is currently running in 5th place. The man from Montreal currently running 5th in the GT4 standings. He'll be looking. He'll be looking to try and gain some points for the end of the season. Here he will into the Jill Fielder chicane. He was sort of ran a bit wide there, but he's keeping the momentum up. So we'll see if this will be a good lap or not from the young Canadian from Montreal.
Yeah. Simran is running the BMW as is John McDonald, so it'll be interesting to see is there much difference in their places.
Well, you'll definitely be able to tell if there's any difference if both the drivers make sure to remember to empty out the indicator fluid on those BMWs.
And here's Stephen Kirk on the crossbow.
Yes, here's the man that gave us the shout out that we gave the shout out to on the YouTube stream. Stephen Kirk out for his lap, as we see Stephen Crawl, one of the GT3 cars, out in the pits. But now we ride on board with Simmer Car, and I think he's about to begin his lap now. Hopefully we can get back on board with Stephen Kirk there who's currently doing his lap. But here's John McDonald, one of the guys to watch in this race.
In the lovely BMW colours, M3 colours.
Oh yes, the traditional BMW colours, M Sport colours. That's when you know it's one of the more sportier versions of the BMW series cars.
Yeah, I'm not sure what age John McDonald is, but I would say he's maybe in his 40s. What do you reckon, Stu? Driving the BMW.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to him. If he drives a BMW in the real world, then I'd say fair play to him, because I'd love to own a BMW myself if I could.
Yeah, no, a Porsche.
Yeah, and
was there a Porsche there? Was that a Martini?
Yeah, that is a Porsche. Yeah, that's a Martini livery Porsche. I believe that was driven by Froskel. I believe Froskel. Yeah, it's Herbert Froskel there in the Porsche Cayman.
Oh, it's not. I'm just looking at stands here. Herbert is driving an Alpine.
Oh, sorry, correction. I got that wrong. Yeah, I just look here on the Sim Racing GP standings. He's in the Alpine there. So we're looking to see who's in the Porsche there.
Any Porsches running today? Looking at it here.
Well, according to my screen, it looks like there's a Porsche there that's right behind Froskel in the Alpine.
It's not that one, doesn't it? Who's that? Is that Chris Willis?
Chris, well, I mean, let's take a look at the standings and see. So let's see.
Yeah, Porsche Cayman. Yeah, he's sitting third in the standings.
Yeah, Chris Willis. Yeah, there it is. That is Chris Willis in the Porsche. He's competed so far in 6 races according to the Sim Racing GP standings. So here we go now up to.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Just send a big shout out to Mr. Kearns there, Evan. He's watching on YouTube, and so is Lawrence there. So big shout out to Lawrence as well.
I see a big shout out there to Evan Kearns and Lawrence Duzava, who says what's the crack, and Mr. Kearns, who says shout out to Steve and Big Brereton. Thanks for it.
Unfortunately, Mr. Kearns is not giving us a lesson on how to drive.
No, it's a shame though. I mean, it's a shame though, because I mean he would normally be out here showing everyone how it's done, and be interesting to see now how
he's been a good race with Holder and Jace as well.
Yeah, not to forget that he's now racing for the Wiz Motorsports crowd instead of the SLP crowd. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see that nice pink Ferrari that we saw back in Kota last year.
Oh, beautiful car.
Yeah, it would be, and that is until Ferrari Susan for having their Ferraris in pink.
Evan, I didn't get the poll time for the GT3, but hopefully we'll be able to get it for you.
Yeah.
I didn't see the time yet.
Yeah. No, I mean, we're very limited up here in the broadcasting station. We can only rely on the YouTube stream, which is a few minutes. Yeah, so it is a few minutes. It is a few minutes behind our stream here on the Discord. But we'll work the best we can, and we'll try and get the poll lap for you. But at the moment, it's Eli Poe, the Polish man, currently in first place in the GT3 standings. Meanwhile, it's Ryan Ware running in first in the GT4 standings in qualifying.
So
now qualifying is
30, yeah.
Yeah, 1 minute 30. There's the driver that just now finishing up their qualifying stints. So it'll be interesting to see where this will go here. Are they going to try to go for one more lap, or are we going to go straight to the race?
Yeah, I think Ryan Ware's had enough unless he can make a quick change and get out, because it takes 1 minute 40 seconds. So I would say there's no chance of him getting another lap. So that's it for Ryan Ware. He's happy enough.
Yeah, I think Ryan Ware is going to be happy with that pole position, unless, God forbid, one of the other drivers tries to snatch it off him last minute there.
Yeah, Herbert maybe the best chance, so he's still out on track, and we're just the race director stuck into the pits here. Hopefully he can get maybe into the track for us.
I'm hoping we can run up board with Fosco and seeing if we can see if he'll be able to take the pole position of Ryan Ware. But now we're coming to the last 30 seconds now, so I think for now it'll be safe to assume that Ryan Ware has got the pole position. No, here is Chris Willett. I think he's on his last flying lap here now. So it'll be definitely interesting to see if he'll be able to snatch pole position. He's currently running third in the GT4 standings in qualifying, but he's coming around turn 10 now. Are in the brakes now at the turn 10, and that's one of the Alpines that's pulling over. One of the Alpines is after giving up on his lap.
Yeah, maybe run out of fuel on his quality.
He must have, so it'll be around the final chicane we go. Is Chris Willis going to take the pole position here off Ryan Ware?
I don't think he is.
It's going to be close, and it's a no. He maintains his current position with a 137.8. Good attempt from Chris Willis nonetheless.
Good stuff. Great stuff. That's qualifying finish, guys.
Yeah, qualifying is over now, so we're about to start the race there. So we look at to see. So when the standings pop up, we'll be able to go over the overall standings. But at the moment, just to recap, it's Eli Poe who takes pole position here in the GT3 class, along with Ryan Ware taking pole position in the GT4 class.
So here we go, graded up. There's a short lap till start finish, so they're not doing a full pace lap here, which is pretty good.
Yep, it's a 35-minute race, so there is lots to play for today. But a quick reminder of your top 10 in GT3. Poe starts on pole position with Merrick in second. O'Brien is third. Nimofsky is in fourth. Krall is fifth. Mecklin is sixth. Dougherty is seventh. DP is eighth. May is ninth. And Otrevell is 10th. Rounding up the GT4 standings, we have Ware, Froschkel, Willis, McDonald, Takar, and Kirk. So there's pretty much 6 cars competing in the GT4 class today, unless there's more, and that we're not aware of at the moment.
No, I think you're right. I think there's just the 6 cars, but that should make it a lot less hassle for the GT3 guys to pass the GT4 cars when the time comes to get around them. So it's a 35-minute race, guys, and it'll be a rolling start.
Yeah, so this is where it's the rolling start. So it's not going to be like a standing start. The cars will be rolling. The cars will be moving coming up to the start finish line, and when that green flag drops, it's gonna be all out racing from there. I guarantee you that, folks. So here we are.
You see the guy on the right hand side there waving the flag like mad there. He's ready for some action.
Yeah, there's one spectator there. Yeah, big shout out to that animated spectator there who's hyping up this Potato Nation series race. Fair play to him being a big supporter.
He's absolutely pumped.
Yeah.
So just looking at the GT3 here, and we've got Alex in the Aston Martin. It's just in there. I just had a mind blank there. And Nigel in the Honda. The Honda seemingly got the front top end speed, like, but there's not many fast sections in this circuit, so it'll all be about the nimble driving with the next to the port.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of tight corners here at Zolder here. It has definitely come a long way since its organization back when it first started in the 60s. It was once a fast track with no chicanes, but as time went on, those 2 chicanes were added into the track later. Well, it's actually 3 chicanes now that were added into the track that we know today.
Yeah, it was a really fast track back in the day, and I think because of certain incidents that happened, they've had to slow the track down by adding in a few of the chicanes. Yeah, it's gonna be a good race, and we're still waiting here on the countdown. Just reading here, Eli Poe has only taken part in 1 race prior to this, and he won the race he did take part in. So
20 seconds.
Diaz has his work cut out here in the Audi R8 LMS Evo.
Yeah, all right. Well, he'll be definitely using that last race win as motivation to go into this race to see if he can do it again. And just looking at our live stream, just a shout out to Evan Kearns, who's saying he's trying to find out how all these quote-unquote cheaters are doing in ACC.
Well, we'll get back to that topic in a bit when the race is opened up, but right now we are ready to go green.
Yeah, here they come now. The cars are coming around the final corner there now. So there's all to play for here now. We're just waiting for that green flag to drop.
Nigel on the Motorsport livery.
Yeah, Nigel O'Brien is looking like a very quick contender here now. He could gain something out of this race today. But who will get the better start? They'll be going, go! Oh, it's go now here it's all in there now. And Poe gets off, and Poe covers the outside line with Barrett. And the contact, Byrne and Namarski. Namarski drives now, has gone down, has lost 2 spots to the 2 other cars there. I believe that is Stephen Kroll. He lost position 2.
Yeah, Namarski had to get out of the throttle there, or he was going to end Nigel O'Brien's race there. Gias got off there really. Oh, it was contact.
Oh, Namarski is out to make contact with Stephen Kroll.
It's a great save.
Great save from Namarski, but that's gonna cost him even more time here now as he drops down to 10th place. Eli Poe leads the way with Jason Merrick leading in 2nd. Nigel O'Brien is in 3rd. Stephen Kroll is 4th, and Alexander Mecklin rounds up the top 5 here at the start of the race.
Yeah, everyone through the clean chicane there, pretty sweet, coming down into Villeneuve chicane here.
Namarski tried to look at the inside, but as behind
big move there.
Yeah, that was I believe that was Vershko and McGurkin there going wheel to wheel with each other there at the Jill Villeneuve chicane. Looking in GT4 class, we see John McDonald and Steve, and I believe that is Ryan Ware there now, who's Ryan Ware in his tail there now. So it looks like there was a few places. I think that was Ryan Ware dropped a few places.
He's dropped 2 places, yeah. John McDonald up in the 2nd from GT4, and Herbert up in the 1st. Coming down into the last chicane there, yeah, turn 11.
Yeah, according to my screen here, Herbert Froschkel is currently running in 1st place there in the Alpine there. As he cross line now, Froschkel is in 4th, McDonald's 2nd, Ware is 3rd, Willis is 4th, and we're waiting for the other GT4 cars to catch up and see when they complete their 1st lap.
And the nerves will just be settling these guys. The heart race would have been up for that 1st lap there. Nobody wants to end their race in that one.
No, especially on a track like Zolder, and especially when you have a race that's 35 minutes long. But as we see here on our screen, Ryan Ware is starting to pull away from John McDonald. And there's been a bit of a spin there. That was David Algerville racing against a McLaren, and I think that's a Mercedes there.
Yeah, Ian May's there as well. He's in amongst it all.
Yeah, Ime has that slightly. Will he have to slow down and give some time back? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think you do in SC. You get a couple of track warnings for if you've gained time, so you get 3 track warnings, and then on the 4th one you'll have to do a drive-through.
Yeah, and
there's
sorry,
the
just
on the inside.
It's stuck on the inside. David, Nemofsky is up at the place. That could have ended severely there, but Nemofsky has taken advantage of Ian's mistake there coming into turn 10.
And David Orteville's got away with that one there because he got back end touch there. Could easily spun him out, but Ian has come out the worst in that one.
Yeah, he was very close there. It could have been absolute catastrophe there. But David Orteville has kept his composure, and he's maintained his current standing in 7th place overall in the GT3 class.
Yeah, it was a bit of a late lunge by EMA, so maybe David didn't know much about it and turned in on him. And thankfully, both of them have still got a race ahead of them, and nobody's got the race ruined from that.
Well, apart from Ian May, of course, who ruined his race at turn 10, so he'll be looking then to try and he'll be having a tough fight in his hand to try and get back into any sort of contention whatsoever.
Yeah, here is Andy Vanderberg.
Andy Vanderberg is now running in 15th in overall. 15th overall. He is racing in the I believe. Oh, that's one of the GT3 cars. That's
GT3. Yeah, he's obviously spun or something, and he's just as well as Michael there. He just have to now settle in and try and get past these GT4 cars without causing too much hassle.
Yeah. I think the GT4s will be doing the fast cars a favor of just moving out of the way and just letting them bite, because they're only costing their own time as well as the faster cars time.
Yeah. I'll not want to get too involved in John McDowell and Herbert's race here. Them not want to. Them boys are battling for P1 and P2 in the GT4, so he'll not want to ruin their race either.
Yeah, and I think will Andy try and make a move here at turn 10? No, he stays tucked in behind the BMW, so he's being a little bit patient here with the GT4 cars, which is good to see in my opinion.
Has to be done, and he's going to make a lunge now, and he'll have the inside.
And there's Andy Vandenberg making a particular move. The GT3 is taken out!
That's what we didn't want to see.
That's exactly what we just did. But I think that was Chris Wells after being taken out by one of the GT3 cars. He was taken out by the Aston Martin.
Wow, that's hard to watch there now. I don't know. I think I was John McDonald got clipped in the BMW.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it was hard to see. I mean, who was driving that Aston Martin there, but it looked very bad from our perspective.
It looked like John McDonald's race could be over.
Yeah, it could be. He's going to have a very long race after being taken out by the GT3 Aston Martin.
That's the risk. That's the risk when GT3 cars are past GT4. They have to be patient.
Yeah, I believe the Aston Martin. I believe that was Michael there that was driving the Aston Martin there up ahead while trying to get past those GT4 cars. So let's see. I mean,
there was a cone, and just seeing here, Jace has the fastest lap of the race so far, and he's on a charge to try and catch Eli Poe.
Yeah, the young man from California is now hunting down the Polish man Eli Poe in a very close contention for first place. Eli Poe looks like he's got a bit of an edge here at the first 2 corners, but Jace Marek there now looks like he'll have the more better advantage in the straights.
Oh, it's great to see that this community can bring drivers from all over the world to race together. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it just shows that drivers from no matter how far, from every part of the globe will come here and race in an Irish-owned racing league, which is honestly really good to see.
Yeah, Ireland's doing really well in the world map at the minute with the rugby as well. They got a great win today, and yeah, for such a small nation, they pack a big punch.
Yep, small nation, but with lots of things to offer to this world, which is honestly really good to see that Ireland has a good place in the international community.
Yeah, lots of guys like Gavin Kearns in it. What's not to love?
Yeah, exactly. You're right there, Stephen. But as we say that, here we have David Otterville racing up against Nemofsky coming out of turn 10. The two McLarens are fighting it out for seventh place now in the GT3 standings.
Yeah, John McDonald's still running anyway. I can see that there, just from the standings. There's no pit window, so he mustn't have that much damage. Like, so hopefully he can get back on the race and work his way up through the pack.
Yeah, hopefully he'll be able to get back in contention with that after being taken out by the Aston Martin. I'm still not sure who was driving that Aston Martin at the time, but hopefully though, I hope he's doing okay after that incident.
So it's just one of those unfortunate things, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I mean, it was neither driver's fault to begin with. Obviously, the Aston Martin timed it wrong, trying to get past the GT4 cars, and catastrophe ensued. Then.
Yeah, the GT4 cars can reel the, or GT3 cars can reel the GT4 cars in really fast, and it's just got his timings all wrong in that one. But we're on board here with David, our table, and he's sitting currently in position 8th, and Ian May behind him, and he's trying to catch up with Nemofsky here.
Yeah, Nemofsky looks like he's on a massive recovery
There's
drive.
Contact up ahead with Stephen Krall. Yellow flags.
There's been contact.
There he is.
There's two cars. And two cars made contact there. I believe that was Alexander Macklin and Stephen Krall after taking each other out at the Gilles Villeneuve chicane. But as we say that, battle for first place is heating up between Eli Powell and Jason. This is very close here now. Is Jason Merrick going to make the move? Is going to make the move in turn 1, or is he going to be a little bit patient? He decides he's going to be a little bit extra patient here coming into turn 1.
This is a great race we've got in our hands here. Jason, just stick with him and wait for a mistake, maybe put him under a bit of pressure towards the end of the race when the tires start to go off.
Meanwhile, Eli Poe is starting. It looks like he has that bit of an extra advantage coming out of turn 1.
So it's definitely didn't he?
Yeah, he got a massive good drive out of the out of turn 1, out of turn 2 there, I believe. But as we say that, here comes the leaders are now catching up to one of the GT4 cars. I believe that's one of the KTM Expos there, trailing part behind the GT4 class.
Yeah, Jace was late into the brakes into the Klein chicane there, and I think it's cost him time there coming down the straight into Gilles Villeneuve chicane there. And this is a GT4 car coming up, it gets the blue flag.
Yeah, there's a GT4 car.
He's going to get interested now. He's got through easy enough there. He's got out of his way.
Yeah, I think he's
held him up.
I think Stephen Kirk is after holding up Chase Merrick. Chase Merrick getting into the back of Kirk, but he's managed to get past him, but that's going to cost him time massively.
Oh, definitely held him up there, but that's what happens in these races, the mixed series.
Yeah, when it's mixed pass racing, you can imagine all sorts of shenanigans taking place today. But after that little outcome, Eli Poe gets the upper hand with Jace Merrick constantly trying to hunt him down.
Jace will have to just grit the teeth now, I think. I mean, just work even harder, and Poe will be a bit relieved now. We'll see a bit extra time in his relatively.
Meanwhile, Stephen Krall is chasing down David Otterville. Will Stephen Krall, he's looking to the outside. Is Stephen Krall going to make the move? No, but will he get the switch back here in turn 1? He's looking to try to go around the outside, and judged by that brakes, and judged by the way he's braking, he's catching up massively to David Otterville for the battle for 6th place. Things are high up in all parts of the race. It's very hard to keep on top.
Here we go. He's missed it.
And then Otterville's been the back. They're side by side towards the chicane. Is Stephen Krall going to make the move?
Who's going to
Stephen Krall get the advantage? He's going around the outside. Stephen Krall on the outside, and he makes the move stick. Wonderful stuff there from Stephen Krall. He timed up with absolute perfection. He's right to the grass. He's going around the outside. I believe that was May trying to go around the outside there of Stephen Krall.
No, he missed the car behind us. That's Alex Macklin there behind.
Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, I see him there now. That's Alex Macklin there trying to go on the outside of Stephen Krall.
Well, a great recovery from Ian May as well, but Macklin after his wee spin earlier was contact. Oh, what a great race we've got on here. Look, three cars and Ian May closing in to make it a 4-car train.
Yeah, if we have a 4-car battle, then that's when things will really start to hot up. It was really getting crazy there back with the battle for 7th place ensuing.
What a great move around the outside into the clean chicane there by Stephen Krall. That was a brave move. Down late on the brakes and around the outside. Yeah,
it takes bravery to go around the outside of the first chicane. But as we say that, Here comes Alex Macklin trying to go around the inside of Audeville. Audeville hangs on, but Alex Macklin gets the advantage.
Oh yeah, he got the switchback, yeah. Audeville got the defensive line, he got the switchback, yeah.
And now that's Alexander Macklin up into 7th place.
Yeah, Alex means business, and he is on Kral's tail now. And here's him there coming up on David Audeville. Audeville's clearly rattled by these 2 cars coming past him, and he's defending left, right, and centre right now.
Yeah, it sounds like that Audeville has lost all of his composure, and now it may looks like he'll take advantage of the situation. But now starting to spread.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we started to spread out, and I think there was a slight corner cut there from Alex Macklin. I hopefully what the guys go! That was Audeville! He spun off into the grass!
Went off there as well.
I did say who else went off there, but it looks like Stephen Audeville is spun off there just at the exit of the Jill Villeneuve chicane, and that's going to cost him massively there.
And AMA up to 8th now as well. Cat reeling in Alex Macklin.
Yeah, what an absolute disaster for Audeville. He was caught off. He lost all of his composure there, and now this is the consequence of it all.
Stephen Kral with the championship sponsor livery there. Looks great.
Oh yes, it's good to see our championship sponsor also sponsored one of the drivers as well. So it's fantastic to see their name getting out there in the sim racing community. But as we say that Jason Merrick is now lapping the Maserati, I believe that was right where exactly.
Yeah, I got past him, no bother. Thank God, all good.
Yeah.
Chase is just still chasing down Poe. Poe's got probably about a 2.5 lead over him there.
Yeah, definitely looks like that indeed. Poe is looking like he's starting to pull away from Merrick, but I'm hoping now that Merrick will be able to maintain the gap there to Eli Poe ahead, as he is now about to lap the Alpine on Frostcut now, coming into the second to last chicane.
Yeah, and if you're a GT4 driver, you want to be just coming on the straight when these GT3 cars pass you, so you can just stay out of the way and not bother them.
Like we see there now with Eli Poe
coming in turn one.
Past the Here we go now, going into the turn 1, and now that's a change. Oh, and Jace Merrick flinched there for a second. He nearly lost the car, but he was able to recover though nonetheless.
Great stuff. Chase has definitely got the unlucky side of it when it comes to passing the GT4 cars. Looks like Poe's got the handy route around them.
Yeah, it seems like Poe's. And one of the in the car! The tires went wide, and that's one of the Mercedes there trying to go around the outside of the.
Yeah, that was Simran Thakur went off the track there. Remember, he was just standing around the GT3 guys. That's John McDonald.
Yeah, and here's Nemowski now trying to get past the BMW of John McDonald. It was very close there for a second there, but luckily all the drivers were able to maintain their composure.
Great stuff here at Zolder tonight.
Yeah, Zolder is providing fantastic racing here today for GT3 and GT4 racing alike. This is fantastic stuff we're witnessing here today.
Perfect circuit for closed battles.
Exactly, the tight twisting chicanes always provide great entertainment for all of us. So as you see now, John McDonald is starting to pull away now from Simra to the car, and now there's more back markers there that want to pass the GT4 cars. Not sure who that is exactly, but that bat looks like it's in.
Oh, there it comes.
It's Stephen Kral
gonna get swamped up here.
It's one of the it's Stephen Kral there trying to get past John McDonald with the Aston Martin. Alex Macklin there. Down.
Yes, keep it tight. John.
And Alexander Macklin gets through. We thought it was going to end the catastrophe there last time, but fortunately this time Alexander shows the other Aston Martin there just how it's done.
I'd say John McDonald had deja vu of what happened the last time and earlier on in the race. There's still 18 minutes left of this race. Where has it gone? I do not know.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so hard. The time must have flown by from all this excitement that's been happening here today.
Oh, that's great. Fantastic stuff. Stephen Kral still holding off Alex Macklin here. Brown Zolder coming around turn 3.
Patrick Demosky is going down the inside of John McDonald as he's chasing down as he is chasing down Dougherty in the Aston Martin ahead, I believe.
Yeah, he just got past Chris Willis there in the Porsche Cayman GT4.
So as we see now, Patrick Demosky now goes through the Jill Villeneuve chicane, chasing, continuing to chase down Dougherty in the Aston Martin ahead.
Yeah, we can see Ram
the Mercedes.
good lead on Ram or Chris Willis there as well.
It's actually the Mercedes, he said, not the Aston Martin. Excuse me.
Aye. Good stuff.
So it looks like Dougherty is starting to pull away from Demosky in the at the second to last chicane as they now approach the Maserati of Ryan Ware there just slightly.
Yeah, he's getting the blue flag. Ram Ware's got the blue flag.
Yeah, and Ryan Ware's got the blue flag, so he'll have to let these cars by. Oh, as we see Demosky right in the ground trouble, it's going to cost him massively there. But here is Dougherty there now, pushing his way past the GT4 the Maserati there, and that's him up into got past the Maserati there now with ease. Approaching well, this is definitely some interesting battles going on here today. It's very hard to keep on top of everything over here. We're all on the edge of our seats here. Coming down now towards the Jill Villeneuve chicane, and it looks like Dougherty is pulling ahead, and Demosky goes rally driving across the Jill Villeneuve chicane. That's going to cost him massively there. Now is he going to will that cost him time or not? But here is Ian May there now in 7th place there, just chasing down Alex.
Crowell must have had a mistake there because see, he swapped 2 positions.
Are you sure? Because I think that's one of the Wiz Motorsports BMWs there, which as we know, Steve called us. Oh, actually, that's one of the Wiz Motorsports Mercedes.
There must have been contact there because Demosky's up to 5th, so the 3 guys must have crashed.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Stephen Crowell, 6th, 7th, and 8th there. Demosky's up in the 5th and Dougherty in the 4th now. I think that was Gunther there, Gunther DP there, who just went off there in the Mercedes. Oh yeah, there is, but Stephen Crowell, he's just lapping one of the Mercedes there, on the Wiz Motorsports Mercedes. If I'm correct, I think this is Gunther DP there, who's Right.
I'm not 100% sure now who's driving that Mercedes, but we'd love to know who's driving it once the race director focuses the camera on him there. But here's your race here now. Chase Merrick is up in the first place there. Eli Powell.
Bumper shot there. Just shows you how fast these cars are moving. Hard on the brakes.
Yeah, and I think Chase Merrick has gotten up to first place. Did Eli Powell make mistakes somewhere, or what happens?
It's fantastic. And he's got the fastest lap as well. So Powell maybe has had too much pressure from Jace, and he's folded. But unfortunately, we'll have to watch the replay for that.
Yeah, hopefully, if we do get a replay for the incident here, that will be. Then we'll be able to see what happened exactly. But in the meantime, though, we ride aboard with Jason Merrick there. I think this is him catching up to one of the GT4 cars, I believe. Here's Stephen Crowell again now, trying to fend off this Mercedes. I believe that I'm not sure who's driving that Mercedes there, but we'll have to. I think.
Yeah, I think it is Gunther. I think you're right, but I think Gunther might be a lap down.
Yeah, I think it definitely seems like that Gunther could be a lap or 2 down there. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the leaderboard here. And Gunther's 15th overall, so he's clearly behind the GT4 car on laps, so he must have had a go to the pit or something for damage.
Yeah, I think he must have. Oh, the Aston Martin's come on. I think that was Ian May.
Skateboarding there.
Ian May was just overshot the chicane there massively.
But he's got his head together again now.
But that means that Stephen Crowell is going to catch up with E-May massively there, and be in a good chance to win the position of Mr. May.
Oh, this has been an action-packed race.
It has been indeed, and into turn 10 we go, and there is Gunter DP there, lap 1 the GT4 cars. But here we are back on with the battle again. Adam Dougherty versus Patrick Novoski there. Dougherty looks like he's got the better drive from the turn 1.
Oh, he's going to make a pass.
Novoski goes to the outside, and is Novoski going to make the move? Novoski gets the move done. He's up the fourth place there now.
Will he make it stick? Oh,
he's going to make it stick, or it is.
He's got it done.
He's got it done. Patrick Novoski is up the fourth place with Adam Dougherty in there now, chasing him down.
Let's get on board now. Adam Dougherty coming into the Klein chicane. Let's see if he can fight back.
Is Dougherty going to make a big dive bomb here to the chicane? No. He decides he's going to hang back here now and chase.
Dougherty's got a great run out of that Klein chicane there. It's going to be going into Villeneuve.
It looks like oh, Novoski goes on the inside. Can Dougherty stand his ground? He does indeed. He does indeed going to the second corner of the Jill Villeneuve chicane. Novoski is doing everything in his power to hunt down Dougherty and put all the pressure he can on him. But there's a back marker up ahead. Yeah, fantastic stuff ahead. But let's keep in mind, there's a back marker up ahead. I think that's Stephen Kirk in the driving the KTM Expo there with the GT3 cars. With the GT3 cars there.
He's going to stick his nose out. Novoski going to look at it? No, he's just going to hang back and.
Yeah, he's going to hang back a little bit there. Obviously, he's not going to take too much risk because that chicane is looking massively tight. Kirk gets out of the way and the two cars go up ahead. The blue flag's been raised. Great stuff there from Stephen Kirk. He decided he knew he wanted no part of this battle whatsoever, so he did the honourable thing of just moving out of the way for Dougherty and Novoski.
Dougherty made sure he nailed turn 1 that time for sure. On the run down now to the Klein chicane.
Yeah, and here we come now into turn 3 now. Novoski is slightly lost. Dougherty lost a bit of time to Dougherty, but he's up at he's caught up massively. So in turn 3,
he's thinking about it.
Novoski's gonna look like he has a good push. He's holding off massively.
Looks like he's got a good run out that corner there, and he's going to look at the outside.
He looks like he got a good run there now. I'm up towards the Jill Villeneuve chicane.
Going to stick it.
He goes for the move down the inside, but no. Dougherty holds the outside line, but Novoski is really hunting down Dougherty now. Will he have the? And I think he could make the move here. Come up to turn 10.
Oh, fantastic driving by Dougherty, defending here, hanging off, holding Novoski off here. And we've just swapped to Andy Vandenberg here now.
Andy Vandenberg now racing in 11th place, chases down Verschool. I believe, I hope I'm pronouncing that name correctly. Just lapping one of the GT3 cars.
Yeah, there's Simeon Tagar in the GT4 car now. He just has to get around him, and he should do it straight here.
Yeah, that is Mark. Oh, someone's got one, that's Eli Poe. He's got off slightly, and I think that's one of the Mercedes. I think that's one of the back mark Mercedes there.
Yeah, I think that's Zolder.
No, that's not actually. That's the one. That's a 171 car. No, I think Gunter was had the Wade Motorsport livery, but this is a different. This is a different car actually.
Oh yes, right, okay.
But now here's Simmer GT car currently in the middle of this GT3 fight with the McLaren there up ahead going off with Vandenberg there constantly going off in the gravel trap there. Here is Eli Poe there now chasing down one of the back markers. I believe that is Vandenberg, and one of the Mercedes there now is now lapping up in the
yeah, that's Kieran McGuckin. That's Kieran McGuckin in the Mercedes.
Yeah, I see it. 717, yeah, Kieran McGuckin there just lapping Simmer GT car. Christopher Michael now also now looking to try and win some positions back or get some time back by lapping by getting his lap back on this GT4 BMW of Chris Willis, I believe.
Yeah, I'd say Jace has run away with this. Poe's got held up by the GT4 cars as well, so Jace has a bit of breathing room now.
Yeah, and Chris Willis, as according to the standing, he's currently running in 3rd place with Herbert Froschko now in 1st. So it looks like a very quiet battle so far in the GT4 category.
Yeah, Nigel O'Brien in the Wiz Motorsport is sitting in P3 at the minute. He's had a quiet race. He'd be happy enough for that. He was just out hot lapping, just working on how to pass the GT4 car safely because he knows Doherty behind him is not close.
Yeah, and here's Christopher Michael now lapping the GT4 of Simmer GT car, and that's him got past him there with these no issues whatsoever. Into the Jill Villeneuve chicane there now, and Michael looks like, oh, Michael's got a shortcut the chicane at the Jill Villeneuve chicane.
Michael's headed to the beach there. Hope he brought his bucket and spade for that sand.
He most certainly has, and hopefully so. And where I think he's going to be having more fun making sandcastles at the gravel trap there.
Yeah, because that's all he'll be doing today. Anyway, we're on board with Nigel O'Brien, who we just talked about there.
Yeah, that was Nigel O'Brien, actually, not Chris Willis there. So, and oh, actually, there's Nigel O'Brien there in the Wiz Motorsports Honda.
Yeah, Honda NSX lovely car.
Yeah, it's definitely a very nice car. It's good to see the NSX name back on our roads again after the Honda retired the NSX brand last time out back a couple of years ago.
It's great for the meat button there. Had a sneeze there.
Okay. We'll just pretend we didn't hear that. But Nigel O'Brien is enjoying a nice comfortable race there in third place. He's looking to try and get some hot laps in, as well as try and make up some ground and try and maybe put in some fast laps if possible. But here is Mark Ford Vershko holding off McGuckin, I believe. McGuckin. McGuckin is looking like he's going to hang back here coming into the Jill Villeneuve chicane. He's probably going to try and set up the overtake on Vershko there.
Bit of damage on Mark's car there.
Yeah, there's definitely looks like there's some scratches to the paintwork of Vershko there. But we're hoping now that he'll be able to keep that car on the road.
Yeah, McGuckin looking like he's going to make a move, and there's Michael behind him.
With Nigel O'Brien looks like he wants to
get lapping him, is he?
Yeah, there it is. Blue flag is out. He's going to try. He's looking to try and lap those cars.
He didn't want to lap them safely because it wouldn't like to be passing through GT3 cars racing for position either.
No, because it's not like with the GT4 cars where it's lower horsepower, so you'll be likely then to get past those cars easily. The GT3 cars will be much tougher car to lap. As we see now, Eli Poe there now is racing in second place comfortably with Jace Merrick there now. I think he's pulling away from the field massively there in first place.
Yeah, he's had a bit of luck there with Poe making a mistake, and Poe sanding over that chicane there. That is something else to see.
It is indeed, and now with 4.5 minutes to go, we'll see if there's any more action taking place within the last 4.5 minutes.
Here we go.
Kieran McGuckin there now in 12th place, chasing down the Vershko in the
Andy Vanderberg in front of them.
Yeah, so it's going to be a 3-car fight for 10th place as Nigel O'Brien
and he's got past him.
Yeah, he's got past the back markers there safely with no issues whatsoever. But now here is Michael there now looking to make the move on McGuckin. Will he do it? No. He says there at the back.
And the average racer on YouTube has said, "Mullen, is that you? I thought you'd fallen off the face of the earth." Flat Earths, my cat did push me off the edge, yes. But I'm back now for Halo Nation Season 1 of the Mixed Series with my good mate Stuart Breer. We're in the last couple of minutes now of the race here.
Yeah, it's in the last 3.5 minutes or so. And it looks like Kieran McGuckin there is going on the outside. And I think that was Vandenberg there going wide in turn 1. And that's McGuckin there over to 11 plates.
Yeah, that gravel can really slow you down if you get caught in it.
It is indeed. And now here is Michael there now looking to try and also get the move of the first goal now for 12th place. With McGuckin there now starting to move.
It's off.
Is that Stephen Clark getting in?
Yeah.
Is that Stephen Clark there? If it is, then how unfortunate there.
Yeah, Flymo, he's sponsored by KTM, the grass cutting.
Yeah, the grass cutting company. And now here is Nigel right now looking to lap the Porsche of Chris Wills, I believe.
Oh, he's pushing hard anyway.
Oh yeah, Nigel Bryan is definitely bullying the Porsche.
There's a big lip behind there, Andy Vanderberg.
Andy Vandenberg, of course, we can't forget about him either. I think he's down in 10th place, I believe.
Yeah, and he's looking to make the pass on Chris Willis there, but he's going to make it. He's going to probably wait till he gets around these corners and then push down the start finish. So 2 minutes to go.
2.5.
Say the next lap will be the white flag lap.
Yep, I think if Jace Merrick holds his ground, does what he's doing now, he'll be coming home with a very comfortable win here today in Zolder.
He's had to work for the win as well. It's not a win, but he's had to work for it. The podium race early on.
No doubt he's had to work for it there with challenging Eli Poe for the position. But I can say this much: he has put up a tremendous race here today at Zolder. We've definitely enjoyed it. We've definitely enjoyed it massively here in the commentary box.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully get a word with Jace after the race and get his thoughts on it and how he got past Poe as well.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We can talk to him after the race and maybe see how his race has gotten on and how he felt about having to fight off Eli Poe for the victory.
Absolutely, on board with Nigel here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Nigel Bryan is also having a comfortable race there in 3rd place.
He'd be hot. He'd be really proud of himself. He's sitting in P2 at the minute in the race, and Alex is leading. So at the minute, he'll have 2 positions on Alex, and that should bring the championship a bit closer with 2 races to go. And Jace is sitting on 301 points, so this should actually put Jace maybe 2nd in the championship, behind Alex. It will be very tight. There'll be a few points in it.
Yeah, we're the last 25 seconds, so I mean, assuming Jace Merrick has that cross the finish line already, he'll be the final lap, and Nigel Bryan is flying into the grass. He's at the barrier there. Has many doubts in Nigel Bryan's car. It looks like he's still keeping going there, but as you see, he made their lap in the BMW there.
Yeah, he'd be on the white flag, right? So he'd be just wanting to nurse that car home there in 3rd. He'd be himself making a mistake like that. It's such a short time to go.
Yeah, I think he was caught up by the dirty air in the GT4 BMW. Very unfortunate place to be.
And Gunther just passing Slimmer and Tech R there.
Yep, DP there has got past, has lapped now the BMW Simmer GT car. The timer has gone down to 0. So assuming, I think this is the last lap there now.
Assuming that the last lap, yeah.
Assuming that Jace Merrick hasn't crossed the finish line yet.
I don't think he has now. This will be a big hammer blow to Gunther in the championship. He's sitting in 4th at the minute, and this race he'll not be happy with himself for this race, finishing last in the GT3 race.
No doubt. I mean, with Bram Harmson there is just over 10. It's just over 11 points behind. Actually, he's over about 30 or 40 points behind. So no doubt he's gonna be moving on to the 4th place after this.
Do you know, Ian May and Patrick and them on soft scale will be hiding him down the championship with 2 races to go.
There will be. As we speak, the Wish Nemowski is getting a bit feisty with Alex. And I think that the flares have gone up. I think Jace Merrick has crossed line in 1st place.
He has.
Off in the 2 o'clock.
These guys are going at it in the last turn. Has he got to run on him? He's defending.
The Mosky goes to the outside. He's crossing the end. And the Mosky just
what a finish. Stephen Crowell just desperate at the end there to try and get up the inside of Nemowski, and Nemowski held him off for the P6. Fantastic.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what's going to happen there within the last chicane, but your race winner today, folks, is Jace Merrick there, taking home a respectful win with Eli Poe in 2nd, Nigel Bryan 3rd, Dorothy in 4th, Mecklin in 5th, Nemowski 6th, Cross 7th, Ime 8th, Otavo 9th, and Vandenbergen in 10th. So this is great racing here today. Here at the ACC Potato Nation Multiclass event. We're just about now to go get the results there now. For a quick regulation of the results so far. And as I say that, I have Jace Merrick here in the commentary box with me. Welcome, Jace.
Hi, thank you for having me.
No problem there, Jace. Just want to say congratulations on the win. You must be really thrilled with yourself.
Yeah, I actually did better, much better than I thought. When I saw myself doing like a 28-0 and we were doing low 28s while we were battling for the first half of the race, that really caught me off guard because like I never got anywhere close to that in practice.
We did see on the camera there, but we want to know how you got past Eli Cole there. Was it difficult by any stretch?
Okay, so after he clipped the outside curve of the first chicane really badly and ended up spinning off to the right. And from that it was just clear-ish sailing. But yeah, he did a good job being consistent up until that point, and after that I think I ended up getting 6 seconds on him after that incident.
Yeah, and it looked like you were leading very comfortably out there in first place. Were there any thoughts going around the back of your mind, or did you knew you had this in the bag there coming into the laps?
Honestly, it was just about taking it easy. Just don't spin the car. Don't get any track cuts. Just keep going. Just keep going.
Quickly there, Stuart. We're about to go into race replay. So Jace, come join us.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks for your time there, Jace. Congratulations on the win.
All right. Thank you.
No problem. So I think now, I think Stephen Mullen has left the commentary box now. So we're looking to go into the race replay here, and we'll go over the certain highlights here now from the race itself.
Fantastic stuff there. Great questions asked there.
Thanks, Stephen. I much appreciate that, man. Always great to have an interview with the race winner there.
Yeah,
thanks, guys, for the commentary. We'll wrap it up there. Appreciate it.
All right. Yeah. So now this is the end of the race. I'm Stuart Pearson and my friend Stephen Munn. We've been your commentators for this race. We want to thank you, everyone here, for coming out and tuning into this event. And we look forward to seeing you all again next week, with the next race being at the treacherous Bathurst Circuit. Until then, goodbye.
Good night, guys. Thanks.
Good night, everybody. This is Stuart Pearson here, signing out.